If you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking. Memories warm you up from the inside, but they also tear you apart. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets. Whatever it is you're seeking won't come in the form you're expecting. What happens when people open their hearts? They get better. Why do people have to be this lonely? What's the point of it all? Millions of people in this world, all of them yearning, looking to others to satisfy them, yet isolating themselves. Why? Was the earth put here just to nourish human loneliness? Nobody likes being alone that much. I don't go out of my way to make friends, that's all. It just leads to disappointment. No matter how much suffering you went through, you never wanted to let go of those memories. I dream. Sometimes I think that's the only right thing to do. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Only assholes do that. Sometimes when I look at you, I feel I'm gazing at a distant star. It's dazzling, but the light is from tens of thousands of years ago. Maybe the star doesn't even exist anymore. Yet sometimes that light seems more real to me than anything. Anyone who falls in love is searching for the missing pieces of themselves. So anyone who's in love gets sad when they think of their lover. It's like stepping back inside a room you have fond memories of, one you haven't seen in a long time. It's like Tolstoy said, happiness is an allegory and happiness a story. I want you always to remember me. Will you remember that I existed and that I stood next to you here like this? I was always hungry for love. Just once, I wanted to know what it was like to get my fill of it, to be fed so much love. I couldn't take any more. Just once. But I didn't understand then that I could hurt somebody so badly she would never recover, that a person can, just by living, damage another human being beyond repair. Silence, I discover, is something you can actually hear. Unfortunately, the clock is ticking. The hours are going by. The past increases, the future recedes, possibilities decreasing, regrets mounting. Listen up. There's no war that will end all wars. I have this strange feeling that I am not myself anymore. It's hard to put into words, but I guess it's like I was fast asleep, and someone came, disassembled me, and hurriedly put me back together again. That sort of feeling. If you can love someone with your whole heart, even one person, then there's salvation in life, even if you can't get together with that person. Despite your best efforts, people are going to be hurt when it's time for them to be hurt. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. She waited for the train to pass. Then she said, I sometimes think that people's hearts are like deep wells. Nobody knows what's at the bottom. All you can do is imagine by what comes floating to the surface every once in a while. Every one of us is losing something precious to us. Lost opportunities, lost possibilities, feelings we can never get back again. That's part of what it means to be alive. Here she is, all mine, trying her best to give me all she can. How could I ever hurt her? But I didn't understand then that I could hurt somebody so badly she would never recover. that a person can, just by living, damage another human being beyond repair. In everybody's life there's a point of no return, and in a very few cases, a point where you can't go forward anymore. And when we reach that point, all we can do is quietly accept the fact. That's how we survive. Taking crazy things seriously is a serious waste of time. I can bear any pain as long as it has meaning. In this world, there are things you can only do alone, and things you can only do with somebody else. It's important to combine the two in just the right amount. Don't you think it would be wonderful to get rid of everything and everybody and just go someplace where you don't know a soul? Letters are just pieces of paper, I said. Burn them, and what stays in your heart will stay. Keep them, and what vanishes will vanish. I have a million things to talk to you about. All I want in this world is you. I want to see you and talk. I want the two of us to begin everything from the beginning. Not just beautiful, though the stars are like the trees in the forest, alive and breathing, and they're watching me. The answer is dreams, dreaming on, entering the world of dreams and never coming out, living in dreams for the rest of time. As time goes on, you'll understand. What lasts, lasts. What doesn't, doesn't. Time solves most things, and what time can't solve, you have to solve yourself. The most important thing we learn at school is the fact that the most important things can't be learned at school. Narrow minds devoid of imagination, intolerance, theories cut off from reality, empty terminology, usurped ideals, inflexible systems. Those are the things that really frighten me, what I absolutely fear and loathe. For a while is a phrase whose length can't be measured, at least by the person who's waiting. What a terrible thing it is to want someone you really care for and to do it so unconsciously. That's what the world is, after all, an endless battle of contrasting memories. Only the dead stay 17 forever. Two people can sleep in the same bed and still be alone when they close their eyes. Chance encounters are what keep us going. A certain type of perfection can only be realized through a limitless accumulation of the imperfect. Spend your money on the things money can buy. Spend your time on the things money can't buy. No matter what they wish for, no matter how far they go, people can never be anything but themselves. That's all. If you're in pitch blackness, all you can do is sit tight until your eyes get used to the dark. I'm a very ordinary human being. I just happen to like reading books. Memories and thoughts age just as people do, but certain thoughts can never age and certain memories can never fade. No matter how far you travel, you can never get away from yourself. What do you think? I'm not a starfish or a pepper tree. I'm a living, breathing human being. Of course I've been in love. It is not that the meaning cannot be explained, but there are certain meanings that are lost forever the moment they are explained in words. So the fact that I'm me, and no one else, is one of my greatest assets. Emotional hurt is the price a person has to pay in order to be independent. Most everything you think you know about me is nothing more than memories. Even if we could turn back, we'd probably never end up where we started. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm's all about. People leave strange little memories of themselves behind when they die. You can hide memories, but you can't erase the history that produced them. If you can't understand it without an explanation, you can't understand it with an explanation. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more video.